Hello there, fellow YouTubers. Citrus Aviation here with another Fun Fact Friday, and I would like to thank you all so much for over 50 subscribers. As you can see here, we're actually at 56 right now, and this video might be out a little bit later today than expected because of an internet dropout thanks to a thunderstorm. But yeah, we're ready to rock and roll and move on. I want to thank you guys for all the support on the channel. We are less than 2 weeks old as a channel, and I want to thank you guys for all the support you've always shown me. I have some shoutouts that I owe some people. So first off, my very first feature channel on this channel is Midget HD Aviation. I've been watching him ever since he had about 300 subscribers back in 2015. He's a fantastic channel. Go check him out. He has over 14,000 subscribers. So if you're not already subscribed to him, you're definitely missing out. He has outstanding plane spotting and model review content. Here's his most popular videos. You can see that his 12th most popular video already has 40,000 views. So yeah, he's quite popular. He's got a lot of great videos. He posts a new video about once a week, so go check him out. Alright, the second person I need to give a shout out to. All these channels, by the way, these three channels, they all gave me a shout out in the last week, so I want to thank them for that. Next one is JetS46. He's got a really nice Denver airport, and it's also been a supporter of my channel and of course the old channel for a long time, so thank you guys very much there. And then Southwest 252, go check him out. He's got loads of model views. He has so many models. He's also got a cool airport too, so go check him out and subscribe to him as well. Alrighty, so aviation news for today. The very first breaking news happening today is that according to sources, Boeing has completed the software update for the 737 MAX, and it will be turned in this weekend for certification at the FAA. That means that the aircraft could be certified within a week, and then the software update can be installed on 737 MAXes. Now, there is still the problem of installing all these updates onto all the aircraft. It's like with Android operating system, where it takes a while to get all the phones with Android to the latest version of Android, and so the 737 MAX could still take a while until like July. That's been my estimate all along, that it will be about July when the 737 MAX is operational again, and things are going in that direction. So that's good news on the 737 MAX side. So very happy about that. Hopefully the aircraft will be flying again soon and everyone will be safe and happy. And this one's kind of similar to the last talk about the 737 MAX, as it's obviously on everyone's mind at this point. But the 737 MAX, there have been a lot of rumors with that aircraft that airlines may switch from the 737 MAX to the A320neo. There's been rumors Icelandair, Southwest, and a couple others like Fly Dubai might order the A320neo, and I honestly think those reports are at best unfounded and at worst complete lies. And there's good reason to believe that 737 MAX customers will not switch over to the A320neo. That's because the process of switching from one aircraft to another is a lot more complicated than it may seem. It's not just buying the aircraft. And if you want to check out a good video on this topic that I found, go check out a channel called Mentor Pilot. He has a really good video about it. I will include that link in the description so you can go watch it. It's a great video. But here's some things I came up with. There's three main reasons I came up with. First, there's a lot of cost involved with doing that. It's not just the cost of buying the airplane. You're buying more than just aircraft. You're buying all the maintenance parts that go for it. Essentially, when you buy, an airline buys an aircraft. Unlike none of the people here watching this video are likely to ever buy an aircraft. But whenever an airline buys a commercial aircraft, they're not just buying the aircraft. They're buying everything that goes with it, such as the training parts, such as the training material that goes with it, and essentially several aircraft additional over that in maintenance parts. So spare engines, fan blades, spare whatever components might be needed. They have to buy those as well. And then the big one is training. Training for crew members, mechanics, technicians, pretty much everybody needs to be trained on the new aircraft, and that takes a long time and a lot of money, particularly a lot of money. Could be millions of dollars that would cost, and the airlines probably just wanting to wait out on the MAX instead of having to expend those giant expenses. And of course, the second one is something I alluded to, and that's the time involved. Training a pilot for a new certification for an aircraft takes about 2 months. And that's a long time. They could be, I don't know, flying another aircraft. Now, of course, they obviously can't fly the MAX right now because they're all grounded, but they could be flying something else that they might be already certified, like another version of the 737. And other people have to be trained. Your flight attendants, mechanics, etc., ground handlers, they all have to learn how to do their job with the new aircraft type. And then the final one, why an airline doesn't really necessarily want to change aircraft type, is public image. There's a lot of people who are just naturally afraid of flying. And the aviation industry, pretty much every company is doing their best to ensure that you're not afraid to fly. And that's also why Airbus has not nailed Boeing into the coffin of safety problems, because you don't want to have a negative image. So that's why companies like Boeing, Airbus, Embraer, whoever, they're just talking about how good their aircraft are. They don't say the bad things about a competitor's aircraft because they want to keep a positive image. That's really important in the aviation industry in particular, when it could be easy to make people not want to fly. And so an airline switching over to another aircraft type could be like, maybe this aircraft is unsafe. Maybe I won't fly that aircraft or that airline. And airlines don't want that. They want your business just as much as any other company does. So I honestly don't think we'll see a single airline switch over directly from the 737 MAX to the A320neo. However, there could be other more quiet effects that happens. Say, for example, an airline in the future is looking to buy a new narrow-body aircraft. They may choose the A320neo over the 737 MAX because of this 737 MAX incident. And, that will probably hurt Boeing at least for a year or two, sales-wise. But then again, humans are very good at forgetting things. So within a couple years, people will probably forget that the 737 MAX safety incidents ever happened. Just like how everybody forgot about the A320-100 safety incident, or incidents that happened with that aircraft that required a redesign of certain systems. We're actually kind of in a better time now where if something happens, you just need to create a software update. But back in the old days, if you had a system that was known for failing, the aircraft would need to be completely redesigned. And that would take a lot of time and a lot of money and hurt the reputation of the company, possibly. But then again, some of the greatest aircraft of all time have gone through a redesign due to a safety concern. So, you never know. That's the Boeing 737 MAX update. We'll probably end up keep talking about every single week because, well, it's the 737 MAX and a lot happens there. So the next cool news is that JetBlue Airways has painted one of their A320s in the Boston Bruins livery. It's a nice black and yellow livery. It looks great on the aircraft. The aircraft registration is N632JB, and it's an A320-232. And all you plane spotters out there, look out for this aircraft because it might be coming to an airport near you. Azul Airways is to receive the very first A330neo. It's been seen flying out to Toulouse and will soon be delivered to the airline's headquarters. And the next big news, and this is kind of an acquisition, Onyx Corporation is to acquire WestJet. The company recently got approval from a stockholders meeting to officially acquire the airline, which will probably happen in Q4 of this year or Q1 of next year. The company will be acquiring every single remaining sale in WestJet Airways stock for $5 billion, and the company at that point will go private. So this probably means a bright future ahead for why do I keep calling it Jet Airways? Anyway, for WestJet, and they'll probably be very profitable, and this has caused the stock of WestJet to go way up to the selling price. I believe around $31 what each sail will be sold for. And this has actually, interesting enough, had a little ripple effect with Canadian Airlines, because now Air Canada and Air Transat are supposedly in talks about merging. So that'll be something interesting to see if that happens. Apparently the WestJet brand is now perceived to be much stronger than it used to be. Particularly, I guess, with the new international services, it's seen as more a threat to Air Canada than it ever was. So next we have many new A350s have been spotted at Toulouse. The very first one I'm going to mention is the Etihad A350-1000. It's been seen around flying in the regular livery. A couple that still haven't been fully painted yet are the British Airways and Virgin Atlantic A350-1000. So far they've just been seen with the tail section painted. Next one is the Air China Star Alliance A350-900. It's been seen flying around. And the very first Japan Airlines A350-900 for a special A350 paint scheme. Alrighty, and the next bit of news is that Air Transat has received the very first A321neo. This is an A321-251NX, I believe. A lot of people will call this extended range version the LI. However, everywhere I've seen it, it's been listed as the A321NX. You know, you can call it whatever you want. I'm just going to call it the A321NX because that's what I've seen it as. And then the final two pieces of news are actually something I forgot to include in last week's video. It's on the Delta A330neo, first of those coming, and the interesting situation occurring at AirAsia. Delta Airlines is going to be getting their very first A330neo. The aircraft has been seen doing test flights in Toulouse and will probably be delivered to Delta within the next month. Alrighty, so thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.